Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel as today we are here with yet another round of the alternate Sandy League series. Looking at the standings, we got Sven Halberg then leading the championship after taking his first win of the season. Then Emerson Gomez now in second place, followed in by Sebastian Muller, then Dave Gibson, and then Carl Zayan closing the top 5. In the constructors, we see the top two running away from everyone else, but now Flowforce now leading the way with LSA in second. Then we see FCR still in third, followed by Nordic Thunder, and then we got its LTE then in P5. Today's circuit will be the circuit of Le Mans, also known as the Circuit de la Sarthe, as today's track is going to be done in full rain. It's going to be raining for the full weekend, which will make things a lot more tricky than what they already would be. And so we might see some surprising results in this race, as strategy should also play a huge part. Undercuts can be quite big on a track like this, and of course, some drivers might not really be willing to pit early in order to not get screwed up by the traffic, but yeah, it seems like this will be one of those weekends where staying on track will be a lot more crucial than having pace, probably. So, yeah, that's it. Let's then get ourselves into the qualifying session then. Alright then, let's begin this qualifying session as we're gonna have rain for the full weekend. So that will be interesting to see who can master the rain here at Le Mans, which is obviously a very difficult circuit with these cars. We will probably see the cars going off the track a lot of times. So yeah, it's going to be interesting who can put themselves up there at the front. But now we see here Sven Halbert then about to cross the line here. Can he put himself on provisional pole? I think that might be it. Maybe not, actually. We got Suarez. Once again, Suarez. With a nice lap. Full force driver. Fighting himself now into the final few turns. Leon is right behind him. He also had a very good lap here. And I think he might be able to beat him. But let's see. Can he improve or not? And he cannot really. But Leon does up into pole position. On the top 5. Let's see then. Vermeulen currently sitting in P8. In this qualifying, can he put himself up there or not? We also got TV Mikey and Gomez trying to improve on this lap, and I think we see Vermeulen improving. Suarez now still in second. Gibson not doing that well, currently P13 as well as Gomez. Let's see then. Halberg currently in P7 in qualifying. Leon is right behind. Who's gonna take that pole position here today, as we see then Halberg right at the front? Gonna be on the main straight. Can he do it or not? He can improve up to P4. Leon does not improve. Can Muller improve? No. Absolutely terrible lap from Muller then. Really not great for him. We see then Alvarez still improving, but probably not doing anything special there. So that's it for the disqualifying session. Let's then get ourselves into the starting grid. Alright then, as we have a look then into the starting grid, we got Carl Zayon starting on pole position with Suarez, who got the same lap, starting alongside. Then we got Kimi Mikey, who was just 100 of a second slower, starting in third, just ahead of the championship leader Halbert, then in P4. And we got Victor Lewis in P5, just ahead of Ferenzi. Then we got Bulatov starting right ahead of Vermeulen. And then we got the 4 times world champion Sebastian Muller starting only P9, just ahead of Akdogan from Racing Team Turkey. As then we look at the back here, we got then Frederiksen in P11, starting just ahead of another rookie there, Grenier. As then we got the first of the LSAs, Dave Gibson starting only P13, just ahead of Duke Ribeiro. And then we got Maxwell starting in P15 with Sahin in P16. And then we got the LSA driver then, Emerson Gomez in P17. Really not great qualifying from him. It's going to have a lot of work to do here today. With then Charvat and Alvarez got the same lap in P18 and P19. And again, Genki Nakano will round up the grid here today. So let's then get ourselves into the race here today. Full rain, 37 laps. Who can put themselves at the top then? Alright, everyone's ready to start, and here we go. Then we are racing in Le Mans. We see Leon having a smooth start here. We see Kivimaki trying to take second place, and he does it. There he goes. We see also Halberg now trying to get past the Argentinian, as well as Ferenzi there, the Hungarian, trying to get past him, and he does as well. So now side by side to the chicanes there. Suarez gains a few positions back as Halberg now falls down here. But look at Leon. He got... no, actually, no, he didn't really got a podium so far. As we see now the drivers going off the track. We see now Muller having some struggles, trying to get past Vermeulen. But he goes around the outside. Nicely done there. Gomez has done some progress. Already ahead of his teammate then. As you can see, we've got both RTTs right ahead of him. But there he goes, Brazilian now making some moves. But their steps really getting interesting right at the start. And we see then now Ferenzi trying to take third place. There he goes now, Halberg trying to get past Suarez again. And he has no trouble doing so. As we also see now Moore ahead of his teammate. Now correcting P7, he's in third place in the standings. You see another mistake there. He's really having a lot of trouble on that part. As now we see Gomez there up to P9. Then we see Ferenzi battling with Kivimaki for second. We got then the LTE driver trying to get past the NTH as they go now. Maybe around the outside. And he's done it, but he goes off the track, but Kivimaki does the same mistake. So we see then Ferenzi then keeping that second place now. Victor Lewis taking third. Kivimaki managed to pass him back. It was a really nice switch back. Good exit that he got there. Now we also got Muller trying to put himself up there, but now he has to defend against Suarez. As we also got Alberg trying to get past Bulatov. He's definitely doing a very good race so far, but he goes off the track there. Halberg then takes the position, up to P5 he goes. And then we see Muller right behind him now. Tries to get an overtake done, but he cannot do it. In the meantime we see it's Lewis now up the inside, he makes the move. Up into third place then. As we see in the meantime we got Ferenzi now. Challenging Leon for the lead of the race. That is very interesting to see then. In the meantime we got Charvat, his teammate, right in last place. That is definitely not great. As you got now Lewis, then in third, then it's Kivimaki, followed by Halbert, then in Muller. And then we see here also Suarez. And then Gomez now maybe tried to make a move up the inside. No, he cannot really do much. But let's have a look back at the front. Leon still leads the way. Lewis also trying to catch back. As we see Ferenzi goes up the inside. Can he do it? Yes, he can. He makes the move then. Ferenzi's leading the race. Oh boy, there is a very huge surprise with Leon. Will immediately fight back. But he cannot do it. Ferenzi managed to now extend that gap at the front. In the meantime, we see here Halbert now taking a penalty. Now Moore will try and get past, but he cannot do it. Can Moore now do it up the inside? No. But now he's gonna try it on the outside. Can that be possible? Not either. So, yeah, that's definitely been a very difficult race for him. But not just him, also Gomez and Halberg. One could say it's the big three. Definitely having some struggles here in this race, which is very unusual from them. They're definitely making up for a very interesting race here. We got then Halberg battling Muller, but Muller now up to P5 again. So now he's starting to gain some time, but he makes that mistake. Halberg will try and come back here. Can he try and make a move? Halbert now tries to go up the inside, he cannot do it. Now Gibson is right behind. Also done a nice recovery, starting in P13. But obviously Gomez has done a much more impressive job. But yeah, currently he's behind his teammates. As you can see, Halbert with the big mistake. Now Gibson makes the position. And he goes in up to P6. But yeah, we see there now Alberg has fallen down. Look at that, he's down in P8. Things not looking that well for him. We see Suarez right behind, who's definitely been falling since that amazing qualifying. But yeah, we see then it's Gomez now in P6 then. But his teammate is not gonna let him relax. But I think Gomez will try now fly away. As we also see then it's Muller trying to get some points on Halberg, who's currently in P8. He definitely needs this opportunity. Flow first today. But now we see he's under pressure from Lewis here. Stool's now tries to get past him in the chicane. He cannot do it. Oh boy, that was actually close. Let's see once again now Lewis. Maybe having a look up the inside. No, he cannot really do much there. And yeah, then we see who exactly just goes off the track. Right behind of Gibson. Tried to fight back, he's recruiting P8. And now there he goes, Gibson makes a mistake. And now Halberg goes up to P7. As then we see Suarez and Vermeulen. Vermeulen once again getting beaten by a junior driver. It is obviously not great for him, as we see now Gibson and Suarez going side by side. Vermeulen might try and pick up the scraps as he makes a double overtake there. Nicely done by the Dutchman. As now we see Kivimaki then up to third place. Moment in the meantime we see Leon batting for Renzi for the lead again. There he cannot do it. I guess he's gonna have to be patient or maybe leave this to the strategy. Ooh, but Renzi made a mistake there. Leon might have his chance now. He goes up inside into the chicane. Can he do it around the outside? He cannot. Didn't have any room there. We see then Lewis now trying to get past the Finnish driver. He's currently about the third. Ooh, he might have a chance here. Muller also catching up to these drivers. So he might have a freeway battle. But at the front we see Leon once again now into the main straight. He goes into the left side now around the outside of turn 1 and he takes the lead then. Very aggressive move there from him, but he's going up into first place then. He definitely wants to win this race. He really needs this. His start has really not been great this season. The previous season was also a very disappointing one. But he's trying to adapt to this new team. But now we see then Ferenzi once again going for the overtake and he takes back the lead of the race. Then they go off the track, they lose a lot of time. And now we see Kivimaki right on the tail of the Spaniard. Some drama going on here. We see Muller then going into the pits then. He goes into the pits. And I think that might indicate that he's doing a two-stopper. And then we see here it's Gomez now trying to get past Lewis. Can he do it or not? No, ooh, he goes off the track instead. There's now a few drivers going into the pits. Then we got Ferenzi and Kivimaki. Can Muller get the undercut done or not? That could be a crucial moment in the race here. It's going to be very close, but he cannot do it. Ferenzi stays ahead. Yeah, then we got Gomez now battling Lewis. But yeah, Gomez definitely getting some time here as he goes up the inside. He makes the move, they go off the track. This is costing him a lot of time here, but Muller now makes the double overtake then. What an overtake there from Muller. As we now see Halberg. He's still yet to beat. Just look at that. He's just losing a lot of time. I don't think that a one-stopper would really be worth here. So I don't know what they're trying to do here. It's really just costing him a lot. Really a lot of time. But now look at that. It is Sebastian Muller who leads the way. But yeah, let's see then. We got then Lewis finally going to the pits. I think Halberg, yeah, will do the same now. Look at this, the undercuts were quite strong here. Because we got Muller now leading the way. Trying to just pick up the pace, trying to just keep the gap to the others. And then we see Kivimaki up there. And then it's Leon's. So yeah, Flowforce really not doing well in these strategies. We see now Vermeulen getting past Suarez then. And now yeah, there he goes, Suarez up to P6. As we did got Gibson, then it's Lewis and Grenier. Now trying to get past the driver from the senior team. But yeah, Lewis then still keeping P9. Yeah, that's team having a bit of a difficult season so far, P14 and P16 in the first two races. So this time could finally have a top 10 for the first time this season. Because now we see it's Gibson now trying to get past Vermeulen. And let's see then Gibson try to put himself up the inside. We also got Ferenzi and Kivimaki battling for second place. As Ferenzi definitely doing an amazing race. As Grenier definitely doing so much better than the Canadian. Maybe looking for that main seat. As last season both drivers, Zitek and Maxwell, they both got kicked out of the team basically. As they hired Muller and then Lewis managed to beat both of them. Yes, yeah, got himself up there. Now we see Lewis now getting past the junior driver. Now we see Gibson then making a move on Suarez. And can he do it? No, he can't. Now Muller's still leading the way, but Ferenzi is definitely getting very, very close. Look at that now. Muller has gone off the track here. Ferenzi will try and pass him. Can he do it or not? Yes, he can. I think he's going to put himself up in front then. Ferenzi takes the lead of the race. Leon now still in third. Yeah, Leon starting to get his time back now. Muller will try and take back the lead, but he cannot do it. He had to look up the inside, but that didn't work. Now looks like we got a bit of a battle here at the front now. Muller once again making the move now at the second place, but he goes off the track again. Lucky for him, Ferenzi does the same, so they are still close to each other. But this is just costing them time, as now we see Muller. Can he finally do it this time around? I think he might just be able to. No! Ferenzi stays ahead. Kivimaki will now be in third, but very close now. Look at that momentum. Tries it inside, does it work? More now, it's under pressure again. I think the tire life is starting to make a difference now. And yeah, we see then, gotta ask ourselves, when will these drivers pit again? Because that should be interesting to watch. Now we see Muller very close to Ferenzi, Kivimaki as well. We see a freeway battle, Kivimaki gets past Muller. Can he do the same now with Ferenzi? Gonna try and go up the inside, he cannot do it. Muller now got past Kivimaki and he gets past Ferenzi as well. Up into the lead of the race, Ferenzi tries to take it back though. But he is not successful, so Muller takes back both positions. And he's up into the front of the race once again. Now we see Leon with much better tires. Putting himself up there now. He has the fresher tires of them all here at the front. And now he's going to try and get past Kivimaki up the inside again. Very aggressive. And he managed to do it then. He goes up to third, but Kivimaki might try and pass him right back, but he cannot do it. So Leon takes third. But here at the front though, it's a very different story. As now Kivimaki starts to fall down. Leon though is really starting to put himself up there. Now we see, looks like Jarvis is not waiting to the pits just yet. Could we see the same that we saw in Silverstone last season? Could it be the case that the drivers decide to pit for a second time last minute? Ooh, but there we go, we see some drivers into the pits. Vermeulen will be the first to do it. Now we see Leon getting past Ferenzi. He's up into second place then, but Ferenzi fights back And he managed to do it! Back into second place! Leon Torres got him, but he didn't. He was absolutely wrong. As now we see Muller now really going to the pits here. I think he will now. Everyone deciding to stay out. We saw Vermeulen going into the pits. But he might be the only one, but we see here Suarez. Yes, Suarez will do it. Maybe in the next few laps we will see the Suarez driving to the pits. But as we see then we got Ferenzi still defending second place. This is playing in favor of Muller. Leon will now try and get past the junior driver on the outside, but he didn't have space there. Now Kirimaki has a chance to get a position. We also see Gomez right behind, trying to catch up to them. But no boy, things are starting to get intense. We see now Leon trying to get past Ferenzi, but no one pits at the front. They all stay out once again. Now Leon tries to go for a move around the outside. He cannot do it. That was very close from working though. We see now Kivimaki making the overtake. It's a big fight for second place. Muller just trying to hold on into the lead. And he might be able to pull a gap here to get in some breathing space. But now as they go almost 3 wide now, Leon makes the move. He cannot do it. Gomez now up into second place. Amazing battle here. Gomez took the opportunity. He saw the opening. And he got past all of them. Now is Leon going from hero to 0. And no one pits again. Oh, Gomez will pit. Gomez pits. Kivimaki goes into the pits as well. This is when things get interesting. Gibson also dives into the pits. Is he going to the pits or not? And he goes then. And Ferenzi will follow him, but Leon stays out. Leon will stay out, and look at this. Muller gets absolutely undercutted. Yet it was a very huge undercut. Halberg now up to second place. Look at that, Gomez with an amazing undercut now. And now Muller might be having his heart broken. Now he's gonna try and get past Kivimaki. Can he do it or not though? He's gonna go to the right side. He's already ahead here. Can he keep it though? He can't. Stay out to the end. No, he cannot do it. But Halberg still stays out. He might try to risk it. But then Leon gets hugely undercutted now. I think even Suarez could pass him. Yes, Suarez will do it. Oh boy, now we see it's Muller under pressure from Ferenzi. But now we see here, it's Muller now making the move on Halberg. Now he's gonna try and do the same with Kivimaki, and yes, he can do it. Muller then up to second place. Now he's gonna try and catch Gomez. Might be worth the try as we see here. Muller just losing some time now. Gomez 4 seconds ahead. As we see now Ferenzi trying to make the overtake here. And Muller still defending for his life. This is all helping Gomez to keep that win as we see Kivimaki not able to get past Muller. He didn't have any space there. So now we see Ferenzi try to get past Kivimaki, and yes, he does it. This looks like Halberg finally goes into the pits. Oh, but that could be a bit of a disaster. He's currently in P9. I think he was pretty close to just finish around there. But yeah, now he cannot really fight for any other position. We see now Kivimaki and Ferenzi now battling. Still for third place. We see Kivimaki up the inside. Can he make the move? I think he can. And he does it then. Kivimaki up to third place. Suarez now still battling with Leon. We see now Vermeulen in P7, finally looking for the top 10 at least. It's Kivimaki goes off the track. It's a very huge mistake, and I think that's gonna cost him the podium. Now we see. Look at Alvarez, maybe try to slow down Gomez. This could be very controversial. because that could help Muller, but I'm not sure if he's really close enough. I think this will be it. But let's see, it's still a bit too old to talk, but now here goes Gomez, makes the move. And after a disappointing race last time, he comes back and he takes the win here at Le Mans. With then Muller taking second place, and then Ferrezi for the second time in his career takes the podium finish. Then is Kivimaki followed by Leon, then we see Suarez Gibson. Then is Sauber with the disappointing P9. And then we see Lewis in P10, followed in by Grenier in P11 then. As we just see Sahin in P12, then it's Bulatov, Maxwell, then Akdogan. Looks like the Racing Team Turkey really doing pretty well today. We also see Nakano, Sharvat, that is Alvarez, and Ribeiro with a very disappointing race here today. So that's it for the race results, as Muller takes the fastest lap of the race. And so let's then have a look into the standings then. So having a look into the standings, we got Emerson Gomez now taking back the lead of the championship, with the Master Buller keeping second, with then Sven Hallberg then being 7 points behind the leader. As then we see here Patrick Kivimaki managed to overtake Gibson then for P5, as we see also Miklos Ferrezi after his second podium of his career, now tied with the LSA driver. We also see Roy Vermeulen also climbing a few positions now with that P7 finish as well. In the constructors, it is LSA that managed to get back on top now, being 5 points ahead of Flow Force, as we then see Blue Blizzard managed to untie themselves to Heritage Performance, as we also saw VO doing the same to Lynx Racing. And that's it for today's episode, as then for the next round, we're going to be staying in Le Mans, but we're going to race on a much smaller layout, which will be known as the Bugatti circuit. And so that's it, we'll see you there. Until the next time, goodbye.